Beane, where you from? Yes, it is. We met in Vegas? Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to working with you again. Let's do it. Thanks for calling. All right, Randy, bro. Welcome to the call. I'm sorry about that. But I heard you say hello. I appreciate it. Whoever that was, I did not mean to cut you off. I promise you. I hate when that happens, but we got to get rocking and rolling. Listen, I got a lot to cover, and I have a short period of time to do it. I'm not a long-winded kind of guy. Let's get focused. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. If the children are in the room, let them know mommy and daddy needs 25 minutes or less of focus and concentration because I'm about to change your life. Let me record tonight's call. Please stand by. All right, guys. So who am I, man? If I have not had the pleasure of meeting you guys, I appreciate it. I always tell people you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Thank you so much. And the bottom line is this, man. We're talking finances tonight. We're not talking hype. We're not talking sales. We're not talking fluff. We're talking about real people getting real results. I'm very excited about a new partnership that I just formed less than a week ago. But I'll be honest with you guys, I was not always the person to talk about money. When I tell you guys, I graduated from Morehouse College in 1997. I got my degree in English. My money was funny, and my credit would not get it, and my change was strange. You would not be listening to me talk about money back in the day because I was really technically broke. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but literally broke is that person that says, we'll work for food, right? He's literally broke. And technically broke is if I miss one paycheck, I'm right next to him with my sign that says, me too. So I was literally broke. I mean, technically broke. And I got tired of that situation, man. I had a Morehouse degree. I was climbing the corporate American ladder. I can't give you guys the name of the company, but they call it the Bank of America. So here I was counting other people's money and I was dead broke. Well, guess what I did? I got on a call just like this. I was hungry just like you. I just took that extra mile. I took an extra 25 minutes out of my day. And guess what? I retired when I was 22 years old. So that job I hated, I literally worked it for about 90 days, about 3.5, 4 months really. And off my job, I went and I fired my boss and told him that his services are no longer needed. So I applaud you guys, man, just for getting on this conference call tonight and taking some time out. Some of you guys are distracted, right? I know what you're doing. You're watching the game. I already know that. Some of you guys are claiming you want wealth and success, but you're watching other millionaires make money, and that's okay. Some of you guys are literally in a situation where your kids are bothering you and you won't tell them, hey, give me 15 minutes. That's okay. We're going to build your legacy anyway. The key to getting wealthy is creating new habits. You got to turn the TV off. You got to grab a pen and a piece of paper because, listen, I'm just a messenger. I don't want you to judge me. You're listening to a guy that made $1 million in his 20s and lost $1 million in his 20s because I didn't understand the strategies I'm about to teach you guys tonight. So I'm just a messenger. I'm telling you guys now. FAIR stands for fail early and responsibly. So because I failed early, I was able to rebound from that big loss. And guess what? Life has been beautiful ever since. I think God put me through that for a reason. So I'm very, very transparent. I'm not a guy that's never been broke. I'm not a guy that doesn't know what it's like to rob Peter to pay Paul. I had Peter and Paul looking for me. Here's what you have to do. I've learned that all ships rise with the tide. I want y'all to put that in your notes. All ships rise with the tide. And we got a huge ship that's taking off right now called the extra digit movement. Now, what we do is we teach you how to grow your net worth by an extra digit. If you're making 3 figures a week, what about making 4 figures a week? Because here's what happened to me. And I coined this extra digit because of this. I was making 3 figures every 2 weeks. Then I went to 4 figures a week. And that's life changing. I don't know about you guys. 4 figures a week from 3 figures every 2 weeks will change your zip code. Trust me. Then I went to 5 figures a month. You start making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 every 30 days, that'll change your planet, okay? Then that's, of course, high 6 figures a year, and I've earned a 7-figure career right out of my house. So in extra digit, we show you how to grow your net worth 1 digit at a time. That's what extra digit means. Now, our goal in extra digit is simple. We're going to relieve Americans of over $1 billion in debt. I'm going to show you guys the vehicle in a second, but we're going to relieve you of $1 billion in debt. Now, remember, all ships rise with the tide. When you're part of a movement of people doing something positive, headed in the same direction, getting results, all you have to do is hitch up to the train, because the train is officially leaving the station. The reason most people don't succeed financially and get out of debt in these different things is because they don't have a system. They don't have a strategy. They don't have a support group. They don't have an accountability partner, and they claim nothing works. So we're going to relieve Americans of $1 billion in debt. We average about $174,000 in debt elimination per quarter. We've been teaching financial education for the past 8 years. We just now have a different vehicle to help us do it. So it's very, very easy to hit $1 billion when you're relieving Americans of about $174,000 to $175,000 a quarter, we average. Now, goal number 2 is $100 million in business income. That's right. We want to create 100 millionaires for our second goal, because business income is a little different than your W-2 income. And goal number 3, very, very powerful. We're going to create a $1 billion investment portfolio. Now, why is that important? Well, it's time for a lot of you guys to own the American dream, right? A lot of you guys want a piece of it. You want to own some of the fabric in this country. You want to own a hotel where we put some money together, and the LLC, or the plate, right? The little plate in the back of the over the counter at the hotel says, you know, EDM LLC, Extra Digit Movement LLC, and 5, 10, or 20 of us all have a stake in a few Hiltons. You want to own a piece of this country. You want to have land and subdivisions and commercial developments where we went in and didn't have to go to a bank. We have $1 billion investment portfolio because we've been taught the strategies by experts, not us, real experts, trained professionals, real CPAs, licensed financial advisors are going to show us how to do it. And we now have the financing together as a group to go do what we want to do. If you're watching me on Facebook, type "we do what we want to do." That's what an organization or a movement is about. Stop trying to fight this battle or this war called poverty on your own. Type in the group, if you're watching me on Facebook, "we do what we want to do." So you know what extra digit is. You know what our goals are. Now here's what we did. We partnered up with Making Wealth Real Financial. You got a group of trainers that are hungry and ambitious, and a rock solid debt-free company with the technology and the financial backing and the CPAs and the financial advisors and the compensation plan. It is lights out. If you're in the chat room, let me hear you, or let me see you type "lights out." The two forces have come together. We bring the training and people, they bring the financial prowess and compensation plan and the expertise and professionalism. It is lights out. Personally, I've been involved with Making Wealth Real. We call it MWR Financial for 1 week. People say, "Brian, you've been known all over the world for networking." Well, guess what? I'm coming out of retirement officially. That's right. I am officially out of retirement as of 1 week. With a small group of people, because of MWR, I've been able to do about 4 or 5 significant things in just 1 week. Number 1 is I've earned a 4-figure residual check. These guys pay daily. Every single day they pay. So I've earned a 4-figure residual check. Right now I'm at a mark where I make, $30 a day. People say big deal. Well, 30 times 30 is 900. And then with the bonuses that I've gotten on the way, I'm averaging 4 figures already, and it's just 1 week in the game. Brian, how high do the daily checks go? Up to $1,000 a day. Even if you just made 20 bucks a day, that's 600 bucks a month. I'll talk about that in a second. So I got a daily check coming in. Never been paid in my life every single day. And every day at 5 o'clock, you get a text message that says, "Daily pay, daily pay, daily pay." Crazy. The second thing I like about it is not only is the residual already growing up to 4 figures, but they have what are called momentum bonuses. To help you get off to a fast start, we don't have to wait on a residual check. These guys are paying you anywhere from $150 to $450, and then $900 your first 30 to 90 days in the business. That's something else I've accomplished, a $1,500 bonus, and I've only been in for 1 week. Now, even if it took you 3 months, that's 500 bucks a month. Even if it took you 3 months to get a 4-figure residual, that's about $1,500 a month. Then you've qualified for what's called a luxury car bonus, because at that group size, you now have, or I personally have, a $500 luxury car bonus. Now, those who know me know I'm a car enthusiast. I own 8 cars. I have 4 classic cars and I have 4 daily cars. I don't even have a car note. 4 classics, 4 dailies, 8 total cars, a car note that I can't do anything with because they're all paid for. So guess what? They just give you the money on your e-card. And that car bonus goes anywhere from $500 up to $3,000. Yeah, then we start calling it a mortgage bonus. And I've earned, I don't know, something called this presidential bonus. I'm not a politician, but I'll be a president today. The presidential bonus, first week, is $500 per month. And it's so funny, man. There are people who won't even open their eyes and look because they think just because I have 20 years of experience, I must have 10,000 people in my organization like I'm used to having. I must have 60,000 people in my organization like I've built at one point. No, everything I'm telling you was right around 39 people. And some of you guys are like, what's the catch? Well, the catch is you. Now you're working with some trained professionals that are going to help you. Now, Brian, what is MWR? What is this all about? Well, I told you it's technology driven. I told you they're debt free. I told you it's making wealth real financial. Let me tell you about what I call the cornerstones of the company. Their financial expertise is in 4 basic areas. Number 1 is money max. Until you learn that money should work for you and you not work for money, you would never, ever, ever get successful. The reason I lost my first $1 million in my 20s was simple. I didn't understand money and I got audited twice. And when the government comes after you, they're coming. See, when I was 20, we didn't have apps where you take pictures of the receipts. We had folders where receipts were faded. So when IRS came for me, they didn't ask no questions. They filed my taxes on my behalf. So Money Max allows you to have tax reduction strategies. Number 2, Credit Max. How many of you guys would like a higher credit score? Oh, why, Brian? Well, because your interest rates go down when your credit score goes up. Put that in your notes. Your interest rates go down when your credit score goes up. These guys have trained professionals. You'll never hear me use the word repair. We don't have to repair your credit. What they do is they help you restore your credit. They help you establish and rebuild your credit. And they show you guys the importance of getting that score up so that your interest rates can go down and more money comes back to you. All right, I'm gonna talk about income shifting, believe it or not. And in the next 6 or 7 minutes, we are done. I'm not a long-winded guy. Money Max, Credit Max, right? Now, a cool thing about it, what about Equity Max? Equity Max allows you to get rid of that credit card that's been plaguing you. See, put this in the chat room, the other side of interest. Type that in the chat room. I want to know who wants to get on the other side of interest. See, a lot of you guys, man, you understand interest because it's killing you on your credit card and it's hard to pay off. It's hard to pay off because you're giving the minimum. But what if for once in your life, you could be the person lending money and understanding interest on the lender side? See, it's time for you to get out of debt. Here's my question to everybody. How much more money would you have if your debt was 0? See, most people think they have an income problem. You don't. What you have is a cash flow problem. Capitalism demands that your cash flow stay down so that you can continue to contribute to capitalism and not participate in capitalism. There's nothing wrong with capitalism, but you can't let the big 3 capitalize on you. And I talk about those kind of things in my training calls. Again, I do those calls on Wednesday nights, same time, 9:25, same number. I do presentation calls on Tuesday nights, same time, 9:25, same number. Now, Credit Max, Equity Max, Money Max. The big one is Wealth Max. I love everything they call their cornerstone products because it's all about max. I love everything with max behind it as long as it's not maximum security. That means we're gonna go all the way to the top. Wealth Max is where they teach you and trained professionals allow you to set up a consultation and teach you how to protect your money. Set up a consultation and teach you how to invest your money and have trained professionals with a license showing you where to put it and what to do. Set up your consultation so money can start working for you. See, the reason I was able to rebound after I lost my first $1 million was simple. I said, never will that happen again. Every dollar I make is going to bring me back $9. I'm I'm gonna keep 4 for myself, reinvest 5. That's gonna bring back $38. I'm gonna keep 12 for myself, right? And reinvest the difference, whatever the difference is, 26. I'm gonna take that $26, reinvest it, turn it into 200, keep 113 for myself, right? And reinvest 67. Whatever. I'm measuring in English, what can I say? But my point is, money's supposed to work for you. You're not supposed to work for money. So between Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max, those 4 cornerstone products with live chat with professionals, with licensed professionals helping you, with CPAs and tax preparers, I know what you're saying. It's got to be $1,000. Got to be. Nowhere in the world they're doing all this and it's not $2,000. Nope. Come on down. Relax. Brian, come on, man. 900. They teaching you how to invest. They're investing with you. They're doing a game plan with you. You're keeping good records for your taxes. They're eliminating your debt. They're increasing your credit score. They're making you cash flow positive. They got a compensation plan that pays you daily. Got to be $500. Nope. Relax. $228. 228 for your membership. Financial Edge is $228. I did some math the other day. I think that's like $7 and some change per day. Some of you guys right now, I just lost you. My little 17 minutes of fame is almost up and I just lost you. Because you like, man, 228, I don't have it. Where's my question? How long has that been a problem? Man, I've done one of these things before and I can't do it. Where's my question? How long have you been listening to unqualified people? Put that in the notes. How long have you been taking advice from unqualified people? Oh, it ain't gonna work. How long have you been taking advice from unqualified people? You're working with somebody with a team of people and a company that's been doing this collectively for decades, or as they would say, scores, which is over 20. And you put us all together, we've been doing this business for centuries. So how long has your drunk uncle that's giving you advice, how many millions has he made? Can he show you any results? Did he retire 20 years ago? Or is he giving you advice from the cubicle? How long have you been taking advice from unqualified people? $7 a day, you're gonna give it to Starbucks. $7 a day, you're gonna give it in gasoline. $7 a day, you're gonna eat some fast food or some type of food. $7 a day is what you're worth, but you shift your income to other people instead of them shifting the income to you. $119 is the monthly maintenance fee. Now the $119 is included in the $228. Let's make sure that's clear. The $119 is already included in the $228. So your first month is already rolled in. Now what we do is we show you how to get that investment back. How? Easily. A lot of ways. Number one, your W-4, when you set up your consultation, the W-4 adjustment guarantees your money back. Because what happens is we teach you how to get your money back from the government first. Because when you open a home-based business, there's a form at the bottom of the W-4, there's a portion for exemptions. Most people only know about what's called deductions. I'm married, check. I'm head of household, check. No one else can claim me, check. Then we show you how to turn your deductions into exemptions because now you have a home-based business. So guess what? The government pays for your home-based business. The $228 comes back to you in your paycheck. The $119 a month comes back to you if you just do your W-4 alone. Oh, did I mention that there's a money-back guarantee? MWR Financial says if you don't get your money back, or I'm sorry, if you are not happy with your financial results after 30 days, money-back guarantee, no harm, no foul. Now, I'll tell you what happened to me personally. Next week, I'm going to share some stories of individuals that are part of my organization who I actually mentor, and I'm going to show you how they're working on their car bonus. I'm going to show you how they're about to surpass me because they're way better than I am. They just don't know it yet. I was just the person to show it to them. They're going to be the individuals that send shockwaves through the country. Brian, how else do I get my money back? Well, I told you about the $150 bonus, 30 days. Write that down. 30 equals 150. 60 equals 400. 90 equals 900. And the magic number is 3. So that's $1,500 collectively, 150, 450, and 900 that you can earn in the next 90 days. And you worried about this little 228. Oh, did I mention on your way to 3 who got 3 to hear about the membership, 3 who got 3 who want to improve their credit score, 3 who got 3 who want to learn the investment game, or 3 who got 3 who want to learn how to eliminate their debt. That brought you a $600 a month residual. And you still worried about the 228. Oh, let me guess, you still worried about the 119, even though your cell phone bill is more than 119, and all you do on that is gossip. But that's just a shift in mindset we have to have. So listen, I gotta go, guys, because I got a special webinar tonight, so I'm gonna cut this thing short. I want you to get with the person who introduced you to this call, or if you're on Facebook and you're on my page watching me personally, get with the person who shared this link, or if you're watching it and you're a colleague of mine and no one introduced you, get with me. Here's what you do. We have 3 kinds of people. A number 3 says, thanks, but no thanks. Hey, we appreciate it. Somebody got to keep the struggle going. All right? No, I'm just joking. Number 3, thanks for your time, man. I appreciate it. A lot of you guys are already successful. You're already investing. You got all the money in the world. Your kids are rock solid. So this was no insult to your intelligence. Number 3s are just not interested, and that's fine. And number 2 says, Brian, I don't want to refer people. I don't want to make no money, but I do need the education. Get the Financial Edge membership. The person who introduced you to this call and the person who put you on this webinar will get you the Financial Edge membership, because you can't tell me that you don't need those 4 maxes. That is $79 a month, not $119, not $228. So it's even lower for the membership. Number 1 says, I'm in. Brian, you could have shut up a long time ago. Your first week in the business and you ain't even got started. Yeah, I'm in. 228. What's the deal? That's the number 1. All we want you to do is, we have a system in place. It's very, very simple. Text the person who introduced you to this call and just say, you're a 3, I'm out. A 2 is the membership. A number 1, I'm in. We reply accordingly with the game plan based on the number you give us. A number 3 has a certain action. A number 2 has a certain action. A number 1 who says I'm in has a certain action. Listen, text, inbox, email, or call with a 3, 2, or 1. We'll give you the game plan. That's my 25 minutes of fame, man. I'm Brian Beane. See you in the magazines. Have a good night.